I gotta talk about this. This is just mind-boggling, right? For those of you who are here. So last night, right? I think you guys heard me like a little while ago. I was channeling and saying that IVF like is, it's a scam and they make people pay. Don't mind my bed. I broke something in it. I don't know what the fuck I broke. My fat ass broke something. All right, let me just talk about this. I usually don't like talking about stuff like this because people think it's conspiracy and all that, but I gotta talk about this shit. Okay, so have you guys seen um okay. So first of all, I remember I channeled that IVF was like a scam and that babies born from IVF that I had a dream about actually. Someone I know had a IVF baby, in vitro, that's like infertility and stuff like that. And so I tell people adopt children because that IVF stuff, I just feel something is like creepy about it. And, really listen. So I was watching Delicate last night and Kim Kardashian. That's another thing I channeled. Remember, I said I had a dream about her and her sisters, and they were being like mean to somebody at the drive-through, and they were looking at me like we're the head witches. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the head like witches up in here. So in the show Delicate, she like the girl is trying to get like an Oscar and stuff like that, and she's like willing to do anything for it. She goes get IVF, and while she's under the knife, this guy like he's doing all this like weird, creepy sexual ritual stuff, and then he gets women pregnant, and then it says Rosemary's Baby, and it's like all of these things that's connected, and then you seen the picture of Kate Middleton who who also had Rosemary's Baby's dress on. In the movie The Rosemary's Baby, she had the same exact dress on as the girl from the Rosemary's Baby movie. Hold on. Let me see if I still have it here. I could show you. I might have deleted it, but yeah, I probably deleted it because I don't like to keep shit like that on my phone. So, like I said, I was channeling about the IVF and all that stuff. And in the show Delicate, if you ever see it, it's on Hulu. It's American Horror Story, Delicate. Kim Kardashian is the girl's publicist. Bro, I cannot tell you when I watch this and I look at Kim Kardashian, like she looks like an evil witch. Like I cannot even she plays a witch on that. She plays like the the evil witch, the handler. You know what I'm saying? The handler. I like American Horror Story too, but that one with Lady Gaga, the one in the hotel and all that, where like I couldn't watch that shit. They got into some real freaky, weird shit there. Uh, like that one scene where the guy he's getting uh sodomized by the dude wearing a metal pointed sharp strap on. I'm not into shit like that. That's you're doing too much right now. Like I had to like oh, it's so sickening because I feel like in some places, like in that's how I feel in some dimensions, there's people like that. They're just doing shit like that in like the lower, deeper, darker places, and not just in dimensions. I'm talking about in life too, in general. So I don't really want to talk about all that too much, you know. Heard that family is cursed by witches in the family. I'm not talking about them like I don't give a fuck about any celebrities and stuff. I really do not, right? But what I can say to you is like with the Lana Del Rey concert, when all those people just suddenly fell. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Lana Del Rey was having a concert, and all of a sudden, all these people just dropped, like thousands of people at the same time. Yeah, yeah, hypes, yeah. Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Thousands of people dropped at the same time. But I wanted to talk about that because I think I channeled this a while ago, and I was saying that, and you know how like last night I was watching the show and I said oh, so she walks, there's a scene where Kim Kardashian walks in with her, and they're walking into like a hotel type of place, and she goes, "Oh my God, this is where Harvey Weinstein came in the plants. Iconic," she says. Harvey Weinstein. Okay, where are you going? Okay. Okay. So, Mom, actually, just bring her in and close the door, please, because um, can I talk to you? It's very urgent. I mean, about what? What do you want to talk about? No offense, but like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, when people say stuff like that, I can't talk to you. It's very urgent. It creeps me out a bit, so don't take offense to it. How's her acting in it? She, first of all, you know how she talks like this all the time on the show? On this, they got her like talking like that, like deeper and like like she's like, the acting is horrible, obviously. It's absolutely she's like, oh my God, like it's just so bad. But that's not the point. She don't need to act because that's how she really is in real life. When she said Harvey Weinstein came in those plants, so iconic. Who says that? Harvey Weinstein fucking molested, tortured thousands of women in Hollywood. He was the first like Me Too motherfucker, right? So who says that? It's personal. I mean, you could write to me and I'll see, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's just that I got a lot of DMs every day. And no, it's awful. It's not just the acting that's awful, it's the energy I feel off the show that's awful. There's a scene where they're at the Oscars and she's like pregnant. She's 7 months pregnant, right, with this IVF baby, and Kim Kardashian's sitting next to her. And they go, and the winner is, and she's like having contractions, and Kim Kardashian looks at her, she goes, just hold it. Wait until your category. Her category comes up, and then Kim Kardashian puts her hands on her stomach and she goes to her, she has like these witchy nails on, and she goes to her, how bad do you want this? Would you give anything to win? And she goes, anything? She goes, anything. And she looked at her stomach, like, anything? Come here, Luna. And she looked at her stomach, and then she presses her stomach, the contractions stop, and then she wins the category. And then Kim Kardashian kisses her on the lips and she goes on stage. It's like, how clear can you make the message that you're all a bunch of Hollywood witches who handle people and you get them to sell their souls and their babies, sacrifice their future children? And everybody in Hollywood is in vitro fertilized. They all got these fake babies in their stomachs. So I hate to say it that way. You could all be like, oh, but it's innocent. It's an egg being planted. It's listen, man, today these people are doing this shit on purpose. They're getting everybody to the point where the women are unable to be fertilized. They can't even have babies no more because all the foods they're eating and the junk and the this and the that. And that's just not it. It's just the water, the air, the everything. And like many people, many women and men too are infertile. They got like men are taking supplements to get their sperm up, and women are getting, all of this shit. And it's like sickening to me that people actually go pay 20, $30,000 to go get injected by some random stranger, put a baby in you that you don't know what this baby is made of, and you just bam have it. Like maybe you wasn't meant to have a baby in this life. No offense, love and light. Because it's funny, because as somebody who has one daughter, I was like always like, I don't know if I want kids, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up having one, right? Because I wasn't desperate for it and it happened. But and I understand the people that can't have kids, they're like, so it's almost like you want what you can't have, right? But then there's people who have a bunch of kids and are like, bitch, not that I wish I never had a kid, but I mean, maybe you came here in this lifetime to not have a child and create more karma for someone. Maybe you should adopt. You ever think about adopting? We'll adopt random dogs and animals off the streets. But when babies come, no, does anybody know where an orphanage is? Did anybody here ever see an orphanage? No. You'll never hear of an orphanage. You don't know where it is, where it's from, none of it. It's like you don't got to go to other countries to have children to get babies. There's babies in America that need homes. And there's all these kids that are being adopted by these weirdos who just want the checks, and then they leave them unsanitary, sitting there in shitty diapers for 4 days. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. In my city, a IVF doctor put his sperm in hundreds of women instead of the donor they picked. I mean, and then some of these people are going to sleep during these. I'm just saying, like, for me, I told you guys I had that dream about the IVF babies, and I was just giving you what I saw. And that's like another thing. Like, even when I went into surgery, I don't really trust these motherfuckers. You're putting me under the knife. Like, I'm not trusting you. So you got to be careful who you fucking with, which doctors. Like, I really think the doctor who gave me the shoulder surgery gave me a surgery I don't need. How am I going to prove that? Like I'm gonna have to go prove that. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying to you, I said this before. I told you guys in the beginning when Kim Kardashian saw that Balenciaga ad with the children, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. There was an ad with children with BDSM. I told you guys I had that dream. There was a Hollywood party and everyone was wearing BDSM and there was children inside and they were all walking into this party, all hype and excited to go in there and do God knows what to these fucking children, which is I pray for those kids because I pray that all of their angels find all these people and every single one of them gets their asses handed to them because they will be. Because what you do to others, you're going to experience that later on. That's a fact. So I told you guys I had that dream. And then she saw that ad with them children in the front, BDSM clothing on, and they're like wearing chains and shit like that. That's BDSM clothing. Children, like little 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds. And then on the bottom of it was a paper that was a law to be passed for children to make a decision that they can have sexual intercourse with adults if they want to. If they want to. 5-year-olds can make a decision. I'm I'm 6 years old. If I want to have sex with an adult, I will. I can't. I just can't with these people. I really can't. And then she saw that ad and then went online was like, I just want to say that I stand by Balenciaga and, not everyone there is the same and da. You know what, bitch? Shut the fuck up. Dirty ass, satanic ass losers. Nasty motherfuckers. Yeah, and I'm just saying. No, no, Jesus is not coming back here. Jesus came here to enlighten the people, and now the Christ consciousness, he's already here. People are awakening. That's how Jesus comes. He will never show up in the skies. That will be a lie, a holographic image to make people like you who expect Jesus to come here. And you're going to think Jesus is going to show up and they're going to use a holographic image of some dude who looks just like him and trick you into believing that. And that's a whole fucking fact. They're going to do it. And he's gonna show up, and I swear, I feel like that dream I had where he was standing behind these like towers and mountains, it was a holographic image of him, and all these people were running in the streets, and they're like, Jesus is here, Jesus is here. And he looked at me, and I looked up, I was like, Jesus, and he went like this, and he fell down. Christ consciousness, he's here already. His energy is here. He came to awaken and enlighten the people, and now he's awakening and enlightening us and everybody's receiving the Christ consciousness and everybody's spiritually awakening and coming back to the normal because for a long time a lot of people were like sleeping. They're just like drones and robots walking around. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, exactly. So I just wanted to talk about that because I really just feel like right now what happened with the lighthouse, how when this eclipse happened, I told you I felt like the light was coming to get back whatever the darkness stole. And I'm seeing like now the darkness is more blatantly in our face with their darkness and evilness. Like they just put it in our face now, which I already expect that. Don't let it bother you or irritate you because then you're just gonna get stuck in the, oh my God, these evil people. And yeah, there's gonna be evil people, there's gonna be good people. The evil will not get away with what they do. Don't worry about it because the light is too strong and too powerful for that. But what I can tell you is that right now they're all up in everybody's face just doing shit like, here we go, I'm doing it. And what are you gonna do about it? And nobody does nothing because the second someone speaks up on it, all of a sudden they get canceled. Something's going. This when Kanye West, what's his name? The other guy, do you not notice every man that ever dated one of those women, their lives are destroyed and ruined unless they're as evil as them, like Travis Barker? All around a piece of shit, just like them. So he could play off the whole I'm a nice guy or whatever. Even no, but you know the thing, Kourtney Kardashian, she don't like her own family. You can see it in her eyes. You ever watch her? Yeah, everybody's coming out. Diddy, all of them. You see it. Kourtney Kardashian, I mean Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian, you could tell Travis Barker was about that life, that evil shit, but you could see like something changed in him where he probably like was like, I can't do this anymore. And Courtney don't like her own family. So like if you notice, she can't stand them. She's like, to her, they're so like, ugh, you know what I mean? So yeah, you see, that's why Travis will be safe because he's not involved with their witchery. But like every man that ever dated those women is destroyed. They look like fools. What's her name's husband? Chloe's husband. Look at Chloe, because she's like more real, right? When she had her baby, and she had the lady carry her child through obviously in vitro and all that stuff. What did she say on the show? I wish somebody would have told me that. This feels like weird. She felt like that's not her baby because it's fucking not. You could be like, oh, but your genes are genetically modified and put into that person, but it's not your child, though. You're not carrying the baby. I mean, that's okay. It might have some of your genes. Great. You have the child, you treat it exactly like you would treat your baby you birthed, which is exactly what adoption's about and all that. But when you said exactly, she don't feel connected to the child because it's not her child. That's why it's like this is random. A random woman is carrying your baby, right? Just say it. I'm adopting this woman's baby. That's it, because that's what it is. That's what it is. And in all their socials, you see fans rip Courtney down. You know why? Because those fans that follow the Kardashians are just as dumb as evil and as Matrix loaded as them. They are fucking drones and clones and witches of the Wicked West. I see it in her face. Go watch Delicate. Watch one episode right now. This most recent episode. Look at Chloe's fucking Kim Kardashian's face. She looks like a totally different person. On the show, she's like just act all like sweet, but look at her real witchy side. I can guarantee you Courtney's watching that going, that's my real sister, that witch right there that nobody sees. Yeah, it's an alarm. My mom's fucking phone alarm all day. All right, guys, I'm gonna come back later, okay? But I'm gonna save this on YouTube, not on Instagram, because I want to keep the positive shit here. YouTube is more for like exposing shit, so I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. So if you guys are not following my YouTube, go. All right, the show is called Delicate, Delicate, American Horror Story, American Horror Story, Delicate on Hulu, on Hulu, on Hulu. Watch it. You know what I'm talking about, KB. Look, like, and you know why I watched it? I was like, someone's telling me I shouldn't watch this. Like that motherfucker standing right next to the phone. Why aren't you shutting off the alarm? Somebody shut that off. Fuck. Yeah, like today is like one of those days. Don't let people get irritated. Seriously, if that would have rained one more time, I would have fucking flipped out on somebody right now because I'm like just so annoyed. Um, yeah, which is a real actor when the actor is the clone. This is what I'm saying. That's watch, just look at her face and even right, spirit sounding the alarm jacks. This is why I love you. You're like on my level, like with my mind. All of you guys here that are here, the real ones, the OGs. All right, guys. I'm gonna come back later, but again, so go subscribe to my YouTube, and I'm gonna come back later. I want to talk about some stuff going on with the energy lately, and how like I feel like Spirit's been giving me the messages because I keep making these short videos. I think they're better because a lot of people have less attention span, and those shorter videos are better because they actually give the message to many people. But YouTube is more for the longer videos. I feel like that's where, because TikTok and Instagram, only when I post short videos does it do well. The longer videos always get like fucking 10 likes and shit. But not because I care about the likes. I'm saying like less people see it that way. Okay. All right. I love you. I'm gonna delete this because I don't want it on Instagram because they will flag me and shut me down for like 3 months, like they did last time. All right, guys. I see you later. I love you. Bye. Love you. Discard video. You can't post nothing on Instagram no more. Like nothing, nothing. When I post shit on there, they instantly flag me and they fucking last time they stopped my payments for 3 months, bro. 3 fucking months. Can you believe that shit? All right, guys. I love you. I'm gonna go, okay? Because we'll come back later, okay?